Yes, Mike O'Hearn looks amazing. He has a great physique and obviously he trains hard. But just because we say he's not natural doesn't mean we're jealous. It means we don't think he's natural. Coach Greg, and get this, Lee Priest and Dave Palumbo think Mike O'Hearn is natural. Lee Priest rips Natty or Not videos. In the thumbnail, it's clever. They says they should be called jealous or not. Because let's be honest, and I have to agree with this part, a lot of the times we do Natty or Nots and people who think that you have to be not natural, it's just because you're jealous. Sometimes people do in fact build a physique that's highly impressive without PDs. And just because you can't doesn't mean they can. But it's Mike O'Hearn. Is Mike O'Hearn the only human being that gets better into his 50s than he was in his 20s?
I like the guy. What's it, Derek from More Plates, No Dates, whatever it is?
Yeah.
He did one on Frank Carrillo, you know, the actor.
Yes.
And he likes Derek, and he says so. And not for the reason that you think. He likes his videos. He likes the informative content. He likes him calling out the BS. No, he likes him because he follows him on Instagram.
I like him because he follows me on Instagram.
Yeah, I noticed he did. I was going to ask you about that. I saw he's following you.
Derek follows Lee Priest on Instagram, comments on his wall sometimes, so he likes Lee Priest. Lee Priest doesn't like Coach Greg because I called him out for lying about how much he can bench press. Remember that? Remember the drama with Coach Greg and Lee Priest? Not my fault. He said he could bench press, I don't know, I think it was 525 pounds when he was a teenager. It's only way more than the world record, but I'm Lee Priest, I can do it. It's not on video, but I sure as heck did it. Natural. Oh, I only started PDs when I'm 19. I'm Lee Priest. Started PDs at 19. Could bench press world records when I was a teenager. Only I never did them, but I say I did. And I'm Lee Priest. I'm a legend, so believe me. Don't believe Greg. He's a screaming parrot. Did you watch that video? Remember the video. I made that video already. I already called out Lee Priest. Already proved my case. Remember what he said about me? You probably forgot. Everyone seems to forget so quickly.
These guys look bigger on screen. I remember when Van Damme would come into the gym, he was lean as anything, but on the screen he looked so much bigger. So why is it now that there's discussions on Natty or not?
So Mike and Jean-Claude Van Damme, they're shredded, and so why is it that Mike O'Hearn can't be natural? Just because you've seen a couple guys at the gym look shredded? That's somehow proof that Mike O'Hearn is natural?
How about we do a show on hard work, consistency over 30 years of training, being dedicated, eating clean.
Only your body doesn't progressively get better into your 40s and 50s. If you've been training your entire life, you don't get better into your 50s. Not too long ago, Mike already said, yeah, I'm putting on 25 pounds of muscle. It's like, 25 pounds? Are you serious?
And now, gonna be my very best. Jesus. How is that even feasible? Oh, I don't know, by doing it right?
Doing cardio, that's what ruins you. Only do cardio when it's time to prep it and do 30 days. 30 days to getting your shredded physique. Spewing nonsense. Made 2 videos about this not too long ago.
This whole Natty or not, it should be jealous or not.
Now listen, yes, Mike O'Hearn looks amazing. He has a great physique and obviously he trains hard. But just because we say he's not natural doesn't mean we're jealous. It means we don't think he's natural.
I challenge you to find someone who might train harder than Mike O'Hearn on a regular basis. The guy gets to the gym at like 4 in the morning and
he's up at 4 a.m. training, probably with The Rock. Whoever gets up and trains the earliest, those are the ones that train the hardest. The earlier you train, the harder you train. Only science says the worst time to train is first thing in the morning. That's right. Training in the morning can in fact be less effective than training later in the day. You wake up in the morning, you're slightly dehydrated. You haven't eaten yet. At best, training in the morning can be equally as effective as training later. It can't be better. There's no place when it's been proven to be better. Training first thing in the morning, 4 a.m., is not actually some magical time to train that's going to increase your gains.
The guy gets to the gym at like 4 in the morning and he's doing like
and the thing is,
700-pound squats, you know.
Hey, had he ever thought that maybe he's squatting 700 pounds at 4 a.m. because he's taking PDs? The PDs are allowing him to get up at 4 and squat 700 pounds, not the other way around.
It's not like Mike has gone from this to massively freaky big. He's been consistent the whole time.
Lee, you can take PDs at an early age and be massive your entire life. If Chris Bumstead had claimed being natural since the age of 18, would we now be saying, oh, Chris Bumstead, he's natural. He's always been massive. Look how big he is. At Chris Bumstead at the age of 50, will we look back and say, well, he won 15 straight Olympias. He was natural the entire time. Look, he's always been good. Or will we say, well, he's probably on steroids at the age of 18. Think about it. Just because he's been big the entire time doesn't mean he's natural.
Yes, he gets in shape and then when he gets in shape, people are like, oh, he's on drugs now. But I've had friends who are totally natural.
Mike O'Hearn looks like he's not natural, whether he's in shape shredded or in the off-season bulking. He always looks not natty. What are you talking about?
You know, if someone's lean, they look so much bigger, that illusion of the muscle.
Yeah.
I've had friends who look like greyhounds. They're thin, but they're ripped.
Yeah, we get it. When you're lean, you look bigger. But when you're bigger, you're bigger. He's either lean looking bigger or he's bigger and is bigger. He's 300 pounds in the off-season, 250 shredded. Does that sound like a natty 50-year-old to you?
Mike O'Hearn, when he was young, he's pretty much been consistent. It's not like he's gone from, say, how he is now to all of a sudden he's like Rami. You're like, oh, look, he's going on drugs. It's like...
And that's what bothers me. People think you have to be like Rami, big Rami. Well, he's not as big as big Rami. He's probably natural. 90% of people that take steroids, you can't even tell that they take them. They're small. Why? Because they're taking steroids to look like they work out. A lot of people take steroids so they can look average. They have no muscle and they want to have some muscle. Everyone who takes steroids doesn't look like an IFBB pro. So the next time you think you can tell who's on steroids, you can't. You can only look at the most massive freaks and say, yeah, probably not natural. But the average gym goer, smaller than you, they could very well be on steroids. And the girls too. Bikini model, oh, she looks so feminine. Her voice is normal. Does not mean she's natural.
I was natural, for many years. And in a tank top in the gym, I was impressive looking because I was so ripped. But I wasn't huge. I was probably, 210 pounds.
And Dave Palumbo obviously has amazing genetics. Think of it. He's been a mass monster. Oh, when I was natural, I wasn't very huge. It was 210 pounds. 210 pounds shredded is huge. And so, yeah, it would have looked like he was not natural, but I totally believe that he was natural when he was a shredded 210 pounds. Because look how much bigger he was after. But do you really think that Mike O'Hearn is natural at his current size? Think about it. Look at the quality of the muscle, the veins. It's not natural.
When did you start juicing? I said, I told you when I started juicing at 19 before I turned pro. From 13 to my beginning of 19, I was clean.
And consider this. Lee Priest wants us to believe that he was natural at 18, while people don't believe Derek and myself when we say that Chris Bumstead was natural at 18. Just look at the amount of quality muscle that Chris put on from the age of 18 until his first competition. That is why we say he could be natural. And in Lee's case, how many times can you lie and get away with it? 525-pound bench press as a teenager. And he wants us to believe that. He wants us to believe he could bench press that much weight. Once you've been caught spewing nonsense for too long, your credibility, it goes out the window. We just don't believe you anymore.
I don't know of one person at the gym who I've ever heard foo-fooing someone else who's ever been on that strict regimen where they've...
I trained all the time, never missed meals, trained harder than last time, and I still called out people who are fake natties. So no, it's not just people who are not training properly and not taking it serious who are calling out the fake natties. So Lee keeps going on. He's like, oh, I don't remember a day where Mike's missed a workout unless he's out guest posing. And so all these other people, they're missing workouts and that's why they don't do it. No, it's because Mike has amazing genetics and he's not natural. Ended it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IB Pro. Usual bloops over there. Watch one of those. Follow me on the gram, the talk. Subscribe. Bell button. Buy the freaking cookbook. And until next time, I am out. Wrong area.